This video is shot from the point of view (POV) of Johnny Tiger, a blind martial artist, using video glasses during his training. So, everything we see is through his eyes. We're looking into a martial arts studio. Several people, mostly men in workout gear and barefoot, are on the mats. An instructor gives commands. A man in a black t-shirt and pants stands facing Johnny, holding a large black rectangular striking pad. The instructor calls out, "You guys ready? Set, go." Immediately on go, Johnny explodes forward, launching a rapid-fire series of straight punches into the pad held by his partner. The camera, being on Johnny's head, shakes violently with each impact. The view is extremely close-up, often filled by the black pad and Johnny's own fists landing. The pad holder braces against the force. After a brief pause, Johnny continues striking the pad with more fast straight punches. The POV remains shaky and close. We hear instructions like, "Hammer fists," and Johnny switches to bringing his fists down onto the pad in powerful hammer strikes. The view jostles, briefly showing the blue wall and gear on the benches. An instruction for groin kicks is given. Johnny quickly drops down onto the orange mat, the view tilting rapidly towards the bright ceiling lights. From a low position, possibly on his back or side, he executes several powerful upward kicks/stomps towards where the pad holder would be standing, targeting the groin area. The POV shifts, showing the blue wall and ceiling. He then scrambles back to his feet. Standing again, Johnny faces the pad holder and resumes delivering fast straight punches to the pad. The view is close and shaky. The camera pans slightly wider for a moment, revealing more of the studio in the background. Other pairs are training, some striking, some grappling on the mat. Johnny continues with more straight punches. Then he drives in with sharp, powerful elbow strikes hitting the pad. The instructor calls groin kick. While standing, Johnny delivers several quick, forceful upward kicks to the pad, which the holder has likely lowered. The POV dips slightly for these lower targets. Johnny immediately follows the kicks with more elbow strikes to the pad. The view shifts back up. He transitions back to multiple groin kicks on the pad. The POV dips again. A different man in a brown tank top and shorts walks into view from the right side, standing near Johnny. Instructor calls hammers. Johnny unleashes another barrage of downward hammer fists onto the pad. The view shakes heavily with the impacts. The instructor shouts, "Time. Switch." The striking stops. Johnny steps back. The man who was holding the pad moves away. The man in the brown tank top, who walked up earlier, now steps directly in front of Johnny. They talk briefly. It appears they are setting up a new drill where the man in the tank top will simulate an attack, like a hold or choke, while Johnny presumably defends. The POV shifts, giving a wider view of the active dojo around them. The man in the brown tank top quickly moves in and wraps his arm around Johnny's neck/head from the side or slightly behind, applying a headlock or choke. The POV becomes chaotic, filled with the attacker's arm, glimpses of his body, the blue wall spinning past, and the ceiling lights. Johnny is actively resisting, his own arms coming up to try and break the hold. The struggle continues. They move across the orange mat. The POV is very shaky and disorienting, showing close-ups of the attacker's torso, the mat, Johnny's own hands working to escape. The man in the tank top attempts another grab around the head/neck. Johnny seems to duck or turn, preventing a solid hold. The grappling is intense and fast-paced. The POV is extremely blurred and shaky. They break apart briefly. The grappling drill seems to pause or end. Johnny is now holding the black pad. The man in the brown tank top faces him and begins delivering palm strikes onto the pad Johnny holds. The POV stabilizes somewhat, focusing on the partner striking. The roles switch again or the drill evolves. Johnny seems to drop or lose hold of the pad. He shoots in low towards the man in the brown tank top, grabbing around his waist/legs in a takedown attempt. The POV drops very low, showing legs in the mat, then becomes extremely shaky as they wrestle and move rapidly, possibly going to the ground or scrambling intensely. They separate again. Johnny picks up or is given the black pad and holds it defensively. The man in the brown tank top resets in front of him. The man in the brown tank top resumes striking the pad Johnny holds with open hand palm strikes. The POV focuses on the incoming strikes. There's a brief, less intense scramble between Johnny and his partner. The POV moves around, showing the room. Johnny is holding the pad again. His partner is in front. Johnny adjusts his stance. Someone calls out, "Do something," followed by, "Nice." And the man in the tank top smiles, perhaps reacting to a successful move or setup by Johnny. The instructor calls, "Time." Switch. The drill concludes. Johnny lowers the pad. The man in the brown tank top turns and walks away. The POV lowers, looking down at the mat and then slightly up, showing the blue wall and the benches with gear as the video ends.
Hey, buddy.
Groin kick, groin kick. Nice.
Appreciate your palm straights.
Roundhouse. Now.
Keep going, keep going.